What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. I'm at the airport. Wait you. Great trip. I enjoyed it. A lot of news in boxing. Y'all know what it is, Boxing Ego, man. Gang. Gang. I guess I shouldn't say that in the airport. They were like, he's saying gang, gang. Yeah, okay. I'm on time for my flight. I can't board. Listen, last night was an awesome fight. Bars. No, I'm just playing. I really enjoyed Lara versus Hurd. The atmosphere was crazy. You know, sometimes the little smaller venues, because it's smaller and smaller space capacity, it be feeling like you get to feel it different. You know what I mean? Sometimes I've been at Golovkin Jacobs, Mayweather McGregor, Canelo versus Triple G, and sometimes those small venues, it has a different feel. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Toronto, 416. We work. You already know Oakland, Cali Enigma, California's connected. West Coast is connected. I'm in McKiernan Air Force or whatever airport. Headed back home. I'm waiting for YouTube to send these notifications. Man, YouTube been tripping lately. I know Ego Army stronger than this. These people ain't getting notifications. They tell me. But fight-wise, I really enjoyed Lara Hurd. I'm glad I came. Hurd looked 2 weight classes above Lara, but y'all can't start with the excuses with that because Lara said specifically before the fight, he said, I fought Paul Williams. And he was bigger than you. So, I mean, he said he could handle them. He did look big, though. He made weight. And actually, Hurd came in lighter than Lara. Hurd was like maybe a pound under him or something. So, no, we can't start the excuses. Lara knew what he was signing up for. To me, check out my realist breakdown. I really think that Edislandi Lara may have underestimated Jared Hurd because if you look at the Austin Trout fight, it didn't look like he just underestimated, you know what I mean? It didn't look like he was getting hit. It didn't look like his defense was on point, so Lara probably thought he wasn't as durable or as tough as he really was. And he showed back-to-back fights. Back-to-back fights that he's durable, that he's tough. Checking in from ATL, keep your foot on their neck, Ego. You know, that's what I'm doing. I'm headed back home, man. I had a great time, great trip. Oh, shit, hold on. Gotta have my keys. They made me take everything out to the airport, and I don't want to lose them. But anyway, just a great fight overall. Like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good fight. James DeGale, I don't know if he won the fight. Like, I gotta watch it again, but kind of it was a close fight. So I can't say like robbery or whatever, but I'm not trying to see Kell Brook versus Hurd. I'm telling you, Kell Brook, listen, I'm not saying this is what I wish on the man, because I don't wish bad on these fighters, but Kell Brook really messed things up for him. Laheim making excuses, talking about weight bullying to the fullest. Well, that's your fault. Don't sign up for the fight then. Y'all see that? Y'all come with too many excuses. Just y'all gotta see. This is the worst part about boxing fans is like they'll talk big shit before the fight, and then after they won't even say like, "Hey, I was wrong. Deontay Wilder proved me wrong. Beat Luis Ortiz." Jared Hurd proved me wrong. Like, I don't mind when I'm wrong. If it's good for boxing and it was a good fight, so I don't care about being right or wrong. But some of y'all gotta get that chip off your shoulder. Talking about weight bullying to the finest. A lot of why'd he fight him? Why'd he try to unify? Why don't you try to unify with Jamel Charlo? You used to spar him and his brother. Why didn't you push for that fight? You know what I mean? And skip around. Don't wait till after the fight and, whoa, weight bullying. I mean, he did look bigger, for sure. But how many times have we seen Floyd Mayweather beat guys bigger than him? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can count on one, maybe two hands, a gang of people that Floyd fought that were bigger than him. See, Lara's problem. Floyd's the greatest, man. I'm just gonna say it like that, because time and time again we see situations. We see Edeslandi Lara, who's normally a bit more evasive, gets on his bicycle, and Floyd's just smarter than everybody. Like, in terms of boxing prowess, in terms of ring IQ, it's just what it is. Because some of these guys don't do stuff that makes sense. Like, since you want to talk about weight bullying, Edeslandi Lara made this fight more difficult than he needed to. It reminds me, hold on, I'm gonna wait for this intercom shit, so I'm not competing. Shout out to the Netherlands. Yeah, see, Scott Quigg, that's weight bullying because he missed weight, and then he said he had a broke foot or something, so he didn't even try to make it the next day. That's more an example of weight bullying. But listen, Floyd Mayweather over countless times has actually fought guys who were bigger than him. The biggest problem that Lara had, he created, because people call Lara boring. You clearly can't say he was boring last night. But if you were gonna choose to fight a boring style or running style, then it should have been that fight, because the guy was younger than you, bigger than you, and he showed that in the Trout fight and the Tony Harrison fight that he had crazy willpower. He was durable, looked like he had a chin, and that's the guy you choose to fight toe to toe, stand up with, like, for long periods of time. So really, like I said, Floyd's smarter than these dudes because he never puts himself in those predicaments. The tough fights he's had, Castillo and Maidana, they were tough because his opponent, not because he chose to do something against the grain or against what he knows how to, and that he knows better, and then he put himself in the position. Cotto, all the fights that he had that were tough because his opponent was game. It wasn't tough because he fought like an idiot, and then, you know what I mean, it came back to bite him. So it just doesn't make sense. Like, again, from a fan perspective, Lara gained probably some new fans. He definitely has my respect for fighting that type of fight and making an exciting fight. But that's one of those fights where he probably should have scaled back and stopped fighting toe-to-toe at some point, because this guy wasn't going anywhere. You were hitting him with sharp shit. You were hitting him with your bread and butter money punch, and Lara clearly has snapped. I asked Jared Hurd after the fight, I said, was there any point where you're slightly hurt or got your bell rung? And he said, I wouldn't say I was like hurt, but he woke me up. Like, he's the guy with the most pop that I've faced. That's what Jared Hurd told me. The videos are on the page. And the thing with that is, so that is evident that Lara has power. You know what I'm saying? Because Hurd gave him that credit post-fight. So again, if you're gonna, Lara can't get down to 147. Y'all listen. I don't know what type of boxing y'all watch. Lara is not making no 147. First of all, I don't even know what age he is. 37, 38. I don't know. Some of the Cubans, they say they lie about their age, but you don't lose and then have to. Lara will get knocked out with 147 because he's too big. You know what I'm saying? And he probably have to kill himself to make weight. See, you guys gotta, like, I'm not saying you know, he's 34. That's still too late in his career. He's already had Canelo fight, Jared Hurd fight. You don't just take a loss and then drop down in weight. That's not gonna be the solution. You know what I mean? I suggest you guys try to get to some of the fights so you can meet these fighters, see them. I really firmly don't believe that Lara's making, that's like asking Pacquiao to make 135 at this point of his career. They say he can do it, but if he could do it, why doesn't he do it? Why doesn't he go? He can Pacquiao, if he can do it, why doesn't he go fight Robert Easter? He can dominate the division if he can make 135. So that's not the solution to, oh, I took a loss, let me just drop down the weight. Yeah, y'all got to get around these fighters or try to get in some gyms and stuff so you can see. Lara ain't making no welterweight. Aside from that, I blame Lara. This fight reminded me of Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn. You got a guy with way more experience, pro level experience. You got a guy who probably has more athleticism, more skill, but the bigger, more durable, or not more, but durable guy kept pressing forward. He was like fighting like a man determined. He was throwing punches. He was like walking through some mean shit to get to that. He was walking through fire. That's what Jeff Horn did. It's the same fight. Same fight. Pacquiao almost stopped Horn, I heard. See, you shouldn't hear. You should go watch the fight. You won't have to hear it. He did almost stop him. I think it was in round 6. But it's just that it's literally Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn part 2. I think that's a very close recent example. Pacquiao being older, Lara being older, and then you have a determined, crazy pressure style fighter who's not gonna get discouraged. Wow, like see, this is the thing. This is why Maidana had some success with Floyd Mayweather in that first fight, because Maidana doesn't give a fuck. Maidana, he don't care. He didn't care. He wasn't starstruck. Oh, I'm in there with Floyd. What do I do? Canelo did that. He's the one that froze up. He did all right, but then he started getting dogged. You know what I'm saying? Canelo came out cool in the first 3 rounds, then he looked horribly confused. So, yeah, this was really like a Pacquiao Horn. Very durable, younger guy with power, determined, has a chin, kept pushing forward. Now, watch this. I'm picking Terrence Crawford to beat Jeff Horn, even though he's moving up in weight. And we'll see how Terrence Crawford, maybe I'm wrong, we'll see how he handles them. Styles make fights. Erislandy Lara, like I said, I'm not complaining from a fan perspective because the live experience was crazy. Floyd Mayweather was ringside, Jesse Vargas, Kell Brook, Errol Spence, Jamel Charlo, like it was cool. Then I seen Jalen Love, talked to my dude Kevin Newman, Latondra was there, like it was cracking. Sometimes these quaint fight cards be dope as hell. But anyway, great atmosphere, great fight. And like I said, Lara made a bad decision. If you were going to be boring with someone, you should have been boring with him. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you stood your ground for the first 4 or 5 rounds. You got to make that adjustment to stop. Like, fuck if the fans boo and all that, because it doesn't make sense. That's why I said Floyd. We'll never see another Floyd for quite some time because he's just smarter. These other guys, Lara had all the experience he has, and you're fighting more of the boring Lara fight, the boring Lara style versus Delvin Rodriguez. Like, you got to be kidding me. Delvin Rodriguez got knocked out by Miguel Cotto in 3 rounds. Lara could have clearly knocked him out because Lara's bigger than Cotto at 154. He clearly has power, which has been justified by a much bigger Jared Hurd. I just talked to him, and he said Lara had the most power that he's ever faced. So you mean to tell me Lara couldn't have stopped Delvin Rodriguez? Yeah, if he would have fought like this, he would have stopped him because he dropped him a couple times and he hurt him, but it just doesn't make sense for him to have been in there with a younger, fresher, bigger guy. So that's why, to me, I think he disrespected him and underestimated him, which is the only reason why I could think he got. And then, see, you got to understand this about boxing. Some game plans, if you don't get out of them game plans within a certain amount of time, then you're stuck. You just have to, like, look at Keith Thurman versus Leonard Bundu. Keith Thurman hurt Bundu in the first round, but then he started trying to outbox Bundu for whatever reason. And then he let Bundu get into a tricky rhythm where he's like fainting and just trying to survive. And then Keith Thurman couldn't get the knockout. That's the thing. Sometimes boxing, you have a window. And if you stay in the wrong game plan too long, then you're stuck the rest of the fight fighting like that. You know what I'm saying? Lara could have got out. Like the movie Get Out. He could have got out of that game plan of toe to toe at some point. But then after so long, when you start getting fatigued and stuff like that, you're stuck because you're too tired to move. Some people questioning a lot of, does he have the same legs and all that? Shit, you ain't gonna have no legs if you let that man truck you down and hunt you down for 7 legs. Nobody's gonna have legs after that. So he should have got out of that game plan of going toe to toe. I mean, Jared Hurd was determined. He was on some Rocky Balboa shit. I gotta respect it. Charlo stops Hurd. I mean, we'll see. It's a great fight. It's a great fight. I mean, Hurd's big, and he clearly took snappy power. Hurd also invested to the body, which slows your man down. So countless pressure. Also, the body work early that pays dividends later. Hurd fought a good fight. So did Lara. I just think, like I said, I've seen Lara with lesser competition, guys who weren't as big, and he didn't do that. Like, he didn't fight that style. He didn't even do that at Canelo, and Canelo's about his size. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really weird that he chose this fight to see. This is what I'm saying. I think he respected Canelo, like off rip. You know what I mean? He respected Canelo's fight game, so he was like not trying to make any mistakes. I don't think he respected Hurd, and it kind of came back to haunt him. That being said, I gotta watch it again. Sometimes the live experience is different. Yo, we gotta get them likes up, man. Like, I'm killing my phone battery at this airport. You gotta smash the like button. But I gotta watch it again. I had a lot of winning by a tight margin. I'm not mad either way. It's definitely not a robbery or nothing like that. Some people would say that knockdown sealed the deal. But from the live viewing experience, I thought Lara was up, but barely. And like I said, I thought Pacquiao beat Horn too. But at the end of the day, you gotta blame the fighter who lost those types of fights, because you're giving the impression. If Lara was on his bike early, then it would have been way more of a moving target. But he didn't create that for Hurd. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you should have been on your bike early, and then maybe in the second half, do like Lamont Peterson versus Danny Garcia. Lamont Peterson was on his bike. You know what I mean? He was on his bike and just kind of jabbing. Lara, I don't think he threw as many jabs as he's capable of. Lamont Peterson got on his bike early, and then he started sitting down on his punches, and then he almost stopped Danny Garcia. Lara should have did more of that. He should have maybe been more evasive and defensive and all that early, and then sit on some stuff late, you know what I mean, after you've already been pot-shotting him. But he kind of chose to fight the whole fight in the action style. It's hard to listen. When you fight a certain way, it's hard to just switch out. Just hard to switch out. Like, look at Canelo versus Triple G. He used more movement with his legs than we've really seen him in any of his major fights. And he got super tired doing that. You know what I mean? Lara, he just fought in a way where it was like super toe-to-toe. When have we ever seen a Lara fight like that? So like I said, I think he disrespected her. Thought, oh, this kid ain't that nice. I'm gonna school him up like I do everyone else. And then he ended up being in a dogfight. Good fight though. Loma kills Tank. Y'all are funny. When Deontay Wilder said he wants to catch a body, it's the end of the world. And then y'all be like, Loma kills Tank. He's gonna murder him. He's gonna destroy him. But when Wilder said he wanted to catch a body, it's like kill, kill, kill. That's all that stuff's a sin. Let's talk about it. Vasily Lomachenko, he's obviously has to fight Jorge Linares, and Gervonta Tank Davis has his own fight with Jesus Cuellar. We got to see the outcome of those, but they're back-to-back months, end of April 21st. And then also with the Lomachenko fight, May 12th, something around there off the top of my head. They got to get past those fights. I would love to see Tank versus Loma. I've always maintained that, but for a while it didn't look like Mayweather Promotions really wanted to make the fight. We were not worried about Loma or this, and Loma was like posting about it, and they were just like, Loma's over there, with Top Rank, blah blah blah, and they didn't really sound like they're down to make it. Now it leads me to believe for it to have this kind of switching of attitudes, it's like it has me wondering: are they mad at Tank Davis? Because Tank Davis, Adrian Broner's been dissing Mayweather recently. You know, I mean, he goes back and forth with that, but he's doing the 25-8. Then he tweeted that whatever he said about I was forced into a title shot, but I believed in myself, and they forced me to do it, and I believed in myself when I was victorious. Nobody helped me. Nobody checks on me in camp. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. Is this Mayweather Promotions being like, okay, you want to do that and you want to, like, go against the team? We're going to put your ass in there with high tech. Because, like, again, this is just speculation. I don't know. I don't know any inside. I'm not trying to create turmoil. But everyone sees what's been said already, what's been released. And Mayweather Promotions went from saying, oh, Loma's over there, let him stay over there, and making it sound like the Tank fight wasn't on the table for Lomachenko, or Loma fight wasn't on the table for Tank, to now saying, hey, I called Top Rank, is cracking on national TV on Showtime. Shout out to Brian, New York. He's $5 super chat. Have a safe flight back home, bro. Thank you. Yeah, it's a quick flight. It's only like 40, 45 minutes back home. I had to leave early because sometimes I stay an extra day. I enjoyed the fight, but I didn't even want to stay in Vegas because I just got too much stuff to do. I'm probably gonna be back in Virgil's 100 gym this week. I got footage I still gotta upload. I was like, man, I need to shoot back home. I'm not gonna be out in Vegas like chilling like I don't got mad things to do. Yo, we have almost 200 people. We gotta smash the like button, people. Y'all gotta smash the like button. Am I going to WrestleMania? Nah, I don't watch wrestling anymore. No homo, but I miss Andre Ward. Ward he's a beast. He's reserved the right to do whatever he wants. Yeah, so I don't know what's up with Tank and Lomachenko, but it's been confirmed. And Floyd said it on national TV. So maybe they're trying to put him in that fight. I don't know. Listen, I'm not saying Gervonta Tank Davis absolutely beats Lomachenko because he's a very good fighter and he has a lot more like pro level experience and he has 2 gold medals. You can't overlook that. But I'm telling you, it's going to take a guy like Gervonta Davis to beat Lomachenko. Like, what's his name? Tank Davis has a lot of the attributes that you would probably want or need to beat Lomachenko. Again, I'm not saying he absolutely beats him, but it's a good fight. And see, listen, a lot of people, like, I can't even talk boxing with some of y'all. Because y'all, like, yeah, it's just like a bunch of radical people either way, you know what I'm saying, either side. I'm here to talk boxing. Like, people were acting like Jamal Charlo was scared of Julian J. Rock Williams, and then he ended up beating him. And I don't know that. I watched J. Rock's fight yesterday. It was on the card. I don't know. I don't know if maybe him pulling the trigger. Maybe a little bit of confidence got knocked away. He was looking great in sparring, but I don't know. Maybe because he was in with their puncher. But I just feel like that Charlo loss may have knocked some confidence away from J. Rock. I don't know. But they get hype off of like, hey, what time is it? I need someone to tell me the time. I'm not trying to be stuck in this airport and miss this flight. What time is the Cali time, West Coast time? Somebody please let me know, because I can't see while I'm on this live stream. 12:30, okay, thank you. My flight's at 1, and they start boarding. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off here, because I can't miss this flight. I'm not trying to be stuck in no airport again. I've had that happen. But, yeah, Tank versus Loma's a good fight. I don't know what weight, since Loma's moving up to 35, I don't know. But then again, Tank missed weight, lost his belt. He's fighting at 130, so he could probably move up to 35. boxing, we back on top. Ego, you already know, man. It's cracking. But I'll check in and tap in with y'all. I don't want to miss this fight. So, holla at the kids, smash the like button. We just working. Boxing Ego, y'all see that. Hurd Charlo, awesome fight. I hope they get it done this year. See, you know it's weird. I don't know why I wasn't really thinking about that. Because I guess I didn't know if Erislandy Lara would beat Hurd or whatever. But now that we have an outcome, Charlo versus Hurd is looking like money. Wow, y'all trolling. Charlo versus Hurd looking like money. That's a good fight. And they both talking, like, you know what I mean? Jared Hurd on my channel, I got a little exclusive, and he said, he even had a message. He said, I'll fight you, Charlo, Jermell, then I'll move up and fight your brother. It's good. And, you know, you've heard all of what Charlo had to say. He said, I'm knocking everybody the fuck out. So, two combustible type of personalities, two guys that believe in themselves. Respect to you, Ego. Man, shout out to y'all. We got the airport flow. We in the airport flow. I'm gonna catch this flight. I'm gonna holla at y'all. Peace out.